Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to another car show video. We're heading over to Cars in Cantina at the Lava Cantina in the Colony this morning. Now unfortunately, as you can see, we have a little bit of a drizzle and it's also foggy, which is unfortunate because the last one that we had stellar weather. And this is what Texas does, you know, and it actually flip-flopped to like full-on rain to dry to sunny to full-on rain to drizzle apparently. In the forecast for a very long time, so this is what we're gonna have to deal with at the show. Now hopefully this drizzle actually lets off or doesn't get any worse, because my gear is of course not waterproof and it could ruin it. But my gear is also old, so if my camera were to die, then I'm still gonna be salty about it, because I want to wait to upgrade to 4K until Sony actually starts getting these action cams in 4K 60 frames, because they have a 4K 30 frame, but that's not good enough for me. I need to have those 60 frames because I'm so used to having everything so fluent with 60 frames that I just can't go back to 30 frames, even though the cinematic thing to do is 24 frames. It makes no sense at all, but it's all in my head, and that's what I have to work with, so there we go. Nice Panamera, although I'm still on the fence on the four-door Porsches, because, you know, they're four-door Porsches and they're not 911s, even though I do like the GT4. Anyway, I'm getting completely sidetracked. What I want to talk about is, of course, the channel update. Right now we're at 6,800 subscribers, so we gained another 100 plus, a little bit more than 100 last month, and that means that we are now 3,200 away from that 10,000 goal. And slowly but surely, everyone, we are going to get that goal, and then I probably won't know what to do next, because 100K is like the stratosphere. At least that's what I'm thinking. And there's actually also something else that I want to talk about, because usually you would expect that I would upload a car review, and I didn't do that last month. I didn't do one in January. It's not because I don't have one, because I do, and I have 2 more after that. It's just when I edit, I get into a zone, and then I'll be able to edit for a few hours, which gets me a lot of headway. Now, I never got into the zone this last month. I did edit a lot, but it's not done, and I couldn't finish it. There was no way in hell that I was gonna make that happen, so I had to push it on to February, and I already told the owner, and of course, you know, the other owners that are watching right now, your car reviews are gonna be pushed out a month as well. I cannot force myself to edit content and put content out that I not 100% support. So if I would have forced that content, it would not have been at the level that I want it to be, and that's disservice to the owner first, and then also myself. I take pride in what I produce, and as such, I just cannot put myself out there like that and hose myself. And I'd chosen that run that light. It's kind of a bummer that this light is red, because classic BMW is right there. And it would have been Cars and Coffee today in the early morning. And then I would have been driving over to Lava Cantina a little bit later. Man. Yeah, my boys, I miss you very much. Well, of course I'm driving, so this drizzle looks bad, but if I'm driving into the drizzle, so hopefully it's gonna be very, very light when I'm actually walking the show. And there's actually another thing that sucks Cars and Coffee not being here anymore. They had construction for the last couple of years. Really? Okay. STI, dude. That might actually be, that's actually a regular WRX with a noob. Anyway, so they had construction over there for the last few years, it seems, and now the construction is done, and cars would have a nicer time leaving the show, and they canceled the show. It's just Cars in Cantina though. It's definitely a very nice show, and I love going there, and it's 100% a replacement to Cars and Coffee, so It seems like every time that I drive over here and drive past classic BMW, I have to talk about cars and coffee, so it's still kind of dear to my heart. Don't know what's gonna happen. I was supposed to go to South Lake, but I felt like crap, and actually right now, I woke up this morning and I still didn't feel right. I don't know what it is with January, like the beginning of the year, but both mentally and physically, I seem to always be done. It's like, oh yeah, let's start the new year with being sick and also not feeling right in the head. Luckily though, and that is one thing that I have learned in the past, you're truly your own worst enemy, and if you do not reach out, then no one is going to be able to help you. And for me, I love the community that I'm part of, because even if I only drop a hint that I'm not feeling right, people always come out in support. I want to tell you guys that that really does touch me, and I do not want this to go away ever. Now the real question, of course, is, because I'm not going to show you the line because we've done that last time and there's no real reason to get into that line again and show you the same thing over and over and over again. Is there going to be a line, or am I going to be able to just drive on, park, and there's not going to be a lot of cars there? Because weather usually keeps some people at home, and we will have to see. Should have my shifting done before the corner, you freaking noob. But we're not on a racetrack, so it's okay. Wonder if there's going to be any supercars there. That's going to be the big question. There's no line. That is bad news. I do see, however, a Huracan. Good stuff. I have to go over here behind this motorcycle. Anyway, next time I see you, we're gonna be at the show. Let's see what we can see. Well, that kind of answers my question over there. Plenty of people still coming out, and some nice cars as well. Let's shut it down. Let's go walk the show. Hey everyone, we're back in the car. The show is done. I'm about ready to go home. Lots of nice cars out today. Little bit less on the classic side, but it's of course because of the weather. It seems that when the weather turns sour, the classics are the first cars to leave. There were some out there. There's actually still one over here parked, but I didn't get that in the shot when there was everyone around, and just having a car by itself, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. I'll drive past there and just get you a little drive-by shot of it, because it's a nice 1970 fastback Mustang, which is freaking awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the outtakes that are coming up right now. Take care, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Troll.
Really awkward.
Troll.